Every episode's a journey. Let the truth unfold. Real talk from the heart. Never scripted, never cold. We speed light, speed love, elevate the game. Every word hits different when it comes from the flame. Turn it up, tune in, let the story unlock. It's your boy Mike here. Welcome to the pod, non-stop with. Yeah. Listen. One life, one mic, one moment to speak. Real conversations, listen deep. Different stories, different views. Understanding changes the truth. The truth. This ain't about being right, it's about being real.
Welcome to One Life. This is how we heal. Everybody's chasing something. Success, peace, money, validation. But the real question isn't what you're chasing, it's why you're chasing it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the One Life Podcast. I am Mike M.C. Reed.
And I'm Haley Payne.
Where we talk about purpose, pressure, growth, and the moments that shape who we become. What is up? How you been?
I've been pretty great trying to get through all this weather that we've been having.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not really liking the weather, I'll be honest with you.
It was so windy the other night that this huge tree in my front yard fell down. It's just my whole front yard is covered in this broken tree.
Is it on your yard?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
So
know.
that happened to her parents. The neighbors across the street. No, the neighbors across the street tree fell and it just blocked the whole street.
Thankfully, it fell exactly on the grass in my front yard and not on the neighbor's house. But what's so sad is there's a little hummingbird that lives in that tree and he's always up there. And this morning I could hear him chirping and I looked out the window and he's just sitting there on the branches of the broken tree.
He's homeless now.
I know. I'm like, what do I do? How do I help this hummingbird?
We were just talking about that like earlier today about like who's responsible for this.
I can't.
Like,
yes, that's what I've been thinking.
Like
I feel like it's me.
When I purchased my house, I didn't ask for that tree.
Right.
If it falls, like I don't know where the roots are. I don't know, like to say, hey, the roots are bad. Let me take this tree down. Like if it just falls, like what happens? Like,
this tree split in half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my God. It was so windy. Did you hear it the other night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah.
It gives me PTSD because, you know, I'm from Florida. So it's like the hurricane winds.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to buy canned food. I need to fill up my bathtub.
You boarding up your windows. That's funny.
Get my generator out.
That's funny. No, yeah, I don't like it. And you know, because something about the rain makes these kids go crazy.
It's fun because we don't get it all the time.
No, not fun. We talking about fun.
You don't think they're like excited that it's raining?
Yeah, but then they start acting weird. They cause problems. Their behaviors are worse.
Yeah, I bet. And then they can't go outside.
No, because it's inclement weather, so they have to stay in class the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, the teachers hate it too.
I bet.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Well, I asked my son when I pick him up, I'm like, oh, how was school? And he's like, bad. He didn't get to go to recess. He had to do the recess in the gym, and he hates that.
Yeah.
They just run in a circle, I guess.
They just cause problems. And some kids, you know, they try to bounce from class to class because, you know, the teachers, they do to get their breaks because as the recess is the teacher's breaks.
Yeah.
So normally like a supervision aide or somebody and go watch the class while the teacher's going to break. But that's when the kids start like, when the teachers are gone.
So they're just in the classroom and then they have somebody come in so the teacher can
It's like a sub.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, all kids with subs, they don't do well with subs.
No.
Yeah. They do what they want.
Yeah. So I'm sure this has been a little hectic for you this week.
Yeah. And then today, it was just a day today.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's the rain, I guess.
It is the weather. Everybody keeps saying that.
And it's a new year, Chinese New Year.
Is it?
Year of the horse. The fire horse.
Today?
I think it was Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, I don't follow that, so I don't know.
Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, so last year was the year of the snake. Okay. And so that was a year of like transformation, shedding your skin. Like, you know, we all went through it in 2025. 2026 is the fire horse. So that's when you're supposed to like lock in and focus and achieve your goals. Like it's very much about abundance and a goal achieving. Last year we went through it so that we can be successful this year. Starting
What was the
week.
year before?
What was the year before?
I don't know.
The dog? The pig? I don't know.
So is it a different animal every year?
Different animals, yeah. And I guess the fire horse, we haven't had a fire horse year in 60 years.
Well, I was going to ask, do the animals repeat?
I think they said it's 60 years since the last
60?
fire horse. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm ready for it.
Do you follow that? Are you into that?
I'm following everything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to lock into all the things. I'm vision boarding tonight after this.
That's crazy.
Yep. My
really?
girlfriends are coming over. Yeah. We're manifesting.
What's going to be on your vision board?
Oh, I want to learn how to play the ukulele. So I have a picture of that on my vision board so far.
Okay. So last year I did like this vision board type thing with the students, right?
Okay.
And somebody asked me a question. They was like, "Well, where are you gonna get the pictures from?" Mm-hmm. You know, you can barely find magazines nowadays.
I know.
So where do you get your pictures from?
Okay, so from the salon, we had some leftover magazines.
Okay,
so we used
makes
those.
sense.
But we bought these manifest boards from Nostalgic Glory. So shout
Oh.
out to Nostalgic Glory. She made these. They're so cute. So you get a bulletin board. She laser cut these like acrylic things. So it has like the different categories of what you would be manifesting. And then she gave us these papers that she print out with categories for everything that you would be manifesting.
Oh, nice.
So like vacation, money, and then there's like different pictures. And so I'm there with my paper cutter, cutting everything out for my friend. She gave us pins. She has the best stuff. If you ever need a gift for anybody, it's like a shameless plug for her because I love her so much.
No, she's super cool.
Yeah.
I forget.
Luz.
Luz. That's
Yeah.
right, Luz. So, Luz, shout out to you, but I'm still waiting for my one life sign.
Ooh.
I
For
wait
where are you
3
going to put it?
years.
3 years. She's busy.
I know she is.
Where are you going to put your sign?
Well, I was originally it was
Right.
going in the old studio in the front.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. Maybe the new studio next year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still want it.
Sure.
I still want my sign.
I'll give her a
Still
reminder.
want my sign. I got to find a place for it.
Yeah.
But I do want my sign because if all my plans go as planned, I'm gonna need a sign.
Fire horse.
Fire horse. Yes, fire horse. Anyways, speaking of our plans and fire horse and I guess the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Today's episode is called Find Your Why, Find Your Purpose. This conversation is personal for me because it's not just about a topic. It's about the foundation of my new album, This Is My Why.
Yes. Out now.
Out now on all platforms. The project wasn't made to entertain you, to be honest with you. It was made to remind you that your life has meaning, even when the story doesn't make sense yet. So today I want to talk about finding your why, protecting it, and letting it guide you and how you move, even when life tries to knock you off your course. Let's get into it. Your why is something that you're not born with, right? It's born in the struggle, not the spotlight. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Your why usually doesn't show up when things are easy, right? It shows up when life hurts, when something is missing, when you're trying to survive, not shining. That's why This Is My Why isn't just a highlight reel, it's a mirror. Every song is connected to a season where I had to decide, am I quitting? Am I repeating cycles? Or am I becoming something different? So it is true, for me, I thought at a young age, because I've been on my own. Everybody knows the story, 14. And that's why I have 14 tracks on this album. The first song title is called 14. I thought I knew what I wanted. I had dreams.
At 14?
At 14, I had dreams. I had dreams. I knew what I wanted. I was searching for it. And I thought ultimately, when I think I was 17, 18, when I thought I found it.
Right.
That because I grew up in entertainment. I grew up around people in entertainment.
Since what age?
Since what age?
Yeah, were you in the entertainment industry?
About 17, 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when my dreams started to really come. And that's when I thought maybe this is my path. Right. And then when I got introduced to Hollywood, into the studios, and so I started off in music because one of my good friends, he was a hip hop artist back in the day. So he would take me to studios. I met a bunch of hip hop artists in the 90s. And I thought that was my path. So I had all these big dreams. I was like, oh, I'm like in there because I was like with big artists. Like I knew NWA and Dr. Dre and Easy, all of them back then.
Yeah.
So I knew they was going somewhere.
What a great time.
Right. So I just figured like, oh, I know all these people. Like I'm going with them.
And what were you doing in the industry?
I was making beats.
Oh, cool.
So I was learning how to make beats, and I was in the studio with Quick, all them, like because I grew up with them. So I was learning how to make beats. I was sitting next to Quick, next to the boards, and learn how to mix, just doing all kind of stuff.
Wow.
So
I never knew that.
Yeah, and like AMG gave me my first drum machine. Well, he gave me his old drum machine, but it was my first drum machine.
Right.
Right. And he even like, so back then, your drum machines came with like a floppy disk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so you would have to put the floppy disk in the drum machines.
Yeah.
And back then it was the MPC 60, which is, if anybody's a music person, they know that was like the first drum machine.
Okay.
Now I'm not gonna say the first one, but one of the first ones. But anyway, you put in a floppy disk, and that's where all the sounds was. And so he gave me the floppy disk to like his very first album. And so I had all his beats.
It's like the skeleton, like the bones of it.
So I would like just practice. I would listen to like his beats. I would see the rhythms on the little screen because it wasn't like a computer screen. It was like a little analog screen.
Oh my gosh.
That just showed you like dots and lines and stuff. And so you had to know how to read that. So I would just, study those patterns, and then I would make my own patterns. And then back then you had to like what you call like skip what's it called, skipping tracks or something. I forgot what the proper terminology was, but like nowadays you on a computer, so you have like millions of tracks.
Right.
Back then you had to like make a track and bounce it to the next one, so you can have an open track to make something else. So anyway, it was a lot, but I would just study all that. So I was like really learning how to make beats and stuff like that.
So you thought what you were going to do for your life, like your purpose was to make music.
Yeah, for the first 4 years, I thought I was going to be a music producer.
Okay.
I think after 4 years, I didn't like the business aspect of it. So like I would go on tour, like I would do a bunch of shows with them, and I got paid for shows, but I didn't get paid for any production that I did.
Yeah.
Any of my ideas, nothing. I didn't get paid for anything.
Well, that's kind of showbiz, right?
Well, in the music business, yeah, and that's where it sucks because like I would start off like at 7:00 in the evening, and we'd just go to one studio. We'll work there for a couple of hours, and then we'd go like over to Quick Studio, go hang out with him for a couple of hours. Then we'd go over to like High C Studio or whoever studio. We'd just bounce from studio to studio till like 5, 6 in the morning. But through that whole time, we had probably hung out at like 3 or 4 different studios.
Yeah.
And you're really it's like a jam session.
Yeah.
Really, that's really what it is. People come in there, they play beats, they play songs, they say, oh, let's do this, they start just coming up with ideas. But then you off to the next studio, and you don't know what they over here doing with the ideas you just had.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you hear on the radio like, oh, damn, I think I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then you don't get the credit for it, right?
You don't, right. So unless you're like, like a big time or you had an agent, like I didn't have an agent, it was just me. And I didn't really care, but I just didn't like the structure of the music. So like after 4 years, I kind of just went on my own and did opened my graphic design company. And I said, you know what? I know all these entertainment people. I'm just going to do all their graphics because I was good at computers. I was good at graphics.
Yeah.
So I just started doing people's posters, album covers, all that stuff. So again, thinking this is my why, this is my purpose. Like I had a gift, right? And people kept telling me, wow, you got a gift. You should start doing this. So I started building websites, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then I built I was doing so well in the website industry. This TV executive over at Paramount saw my work. And he made a phone call to a friend of mine that knew me, and he was like, he wanted to set up a meeting with me.
Wow.
And so from that meeting, he was like, look, I want you to do some work for me. I can either pay you a one-off, whatever you want, or you can come work for me on all my shows, and I'll pay you this amount.
And you did the second thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't have a big budget, but
yeah.
I was like, of course.
That's cool.
So, yeah. So that's how I got into TV. And once, so TV, you just can't bounce from set to set.
Right.
Right. So everything's more structured
you're
business.
locked in.
So I'm a more structured person. So I fell in love with that. Like, oh shoot, like I knew where my money was coming. I knew where
Right.
everything was coming from. So I fell in love with that and stayed in TV ever since. But I thought that was my purpose.
Well, do you think that maybe at that time it was?
Yeah. Well, good question. I mean, obviously, yeah, right? Because it was shaping me to be what I'm really put on this earth to do.
Yeah. And when you're young like that too, I don't think that you have enough life experience to know. Like you were saying, you thought that was what you were meant to do, but you didn't know enough about the business to know that it wasn't what you wanted to do.
No.
Right?
It wasn't
and it
even
just comes with experience.
Yeah, it wasn't even. Well, I mean, in hindsight now, I could look at everything and see how it all connected.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, me at 12 years old, working with my older sister, who at the time was working with kids with disabilities. Right. And then when I had
That
my
was a
first
seed planted,
son,
right?
right, when I had my son, he was born with a disability.
Right.
So ever since then, I've been working with kids with disabilities.
Yeah.
But not knowing that, at 12 years old, like I'm out there having fun with them, playing with them, that was preparing me for this. So,
Okay, I think that everything is connected.
yeah.
And if you can start to see those patterns, the synchronicity of your life, it's amazing. Like literally we're all made from the same things. So like every single thing is connected.
Right. And so by me going over to TV, this guy, he was my big brother mentor. So he taught me everything.
The one that gave you the job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He became my big brother. He became my mentor. He taught me everything from, I got hired on to be the corporate art director. Wow. So I started in the art department.
You've had a lot of titles.
So everything you see on the TV screens, on TV, I did that. So he taught me everything from that to shooting, to producing, to lighting, to camera work, to sound, everything. That's so cool. I knew everything because he was setting me up to be a TV producer. And finally, I eventually did get my shot at that. I was an executive producer for a film, associate producer for big TV shows.
Right.
So I got the experience and I got the titles. But being a producer, you have to learn how to work with a lot of different people. Yeah. You have to know a lot of everybody's job. To be a good producer, you have to know everybody's job.
And literally, that's what you do now.
Exactly.
You're the producer of your own life.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But also, now that, I'm a site manager for the mentorship program that I'm in.
Yeah.
My sole job, and it's funny because somebody just asked me this today, was like, Mike, what is your actual job? What are you supposed to be doing?
Don't be worried about what I'm doing, okay?
Well, I said that, yeah. Because my job look easy and fun.
Yeah.
But no, my job literally is to make sure, one, my client is happy, who is the admin of the school.
Yep.
And then two, to make sure every team on campus, the teachers, the duty aides, the behavior teams, the psych team, that we all are working together.
Yeah.
And that my program is working to support all of them.
Yes.
So it's customer-based relationships, building relationships, make sure all the relationships are working. Yeah. So that's what my job title is now. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and that's what I did as a producer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You've been training for this for a long time.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
So yeah, I mean, but I guess back then, I mean, at the time, that was my purpose. I would say that's my purpose. That was my purpose.
And your why is
but
different.
Now I found my why.
Oh, I like that.
Why am I now I'm actually not chasing my why.
You're in it.
I'm in it.
Oh, I love that. Because I've been thinking about this topic all week, 2 weeks since we've been planning for this. And I think your why does come later. And at first I was looking at it like it's the same thing. Your purpose is your why. Right. And I think maybe a lot of people assimilate that. But I believe that your purpose is whatever you're doing right now. To be fully present and to just show up for whatever you're doing. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be making dinner for your family. At that moment, that's your purpose. So when you were younger and you were in the industry, getting started, that was your purpose because that was getting you ready for your why. I like that. Because I don't know if I found my why yet. but I know when I'm in my purpose.
But you're in your purpose.
I'm always in my purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
But
definitely in your purpose.
a lot of people walk around stuck because they say, what am I here for? What's my purpose? Why am I here? And they'll look to religion, they'll look to self-help books, but I think it's just being present.
Mm-hmm. I don't think, and obviously everybody has different capacities, and like I said before, your why is born in the struggle and not the spotlight, right? So it's all the things that you're going through. Like for me, it was was I going to quit because I went through some difficult times, and my repeating cycles, which this is true. Like I was doing a lot of stuff that I was just repeating cycles.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was doing a lot of things that I just kept repeating and repeating. And then it dawned on me when people kept telling me, well, if you do the same thing, you can get the same results, right? Like we all know this, but do we all really sit down and think about it? Like
no, because your nervous system will keep you in that because that's what you're used to. Yeah. So your body will keep you in that cycle because that's what's most comfortable.
Well, yeah.
As soon as you start doing something different, how uncomfortable that is and how much your body and your brain fights it.
And yeah, because your body and your brain is there to protect you. And whenever you do something different, your brain stops you. That's that hesitation, right? Whenever you're doing something that you're not used to, there's always a second of a hesitation, right? That's your body saying, hey, whoa, wait, we never done this before.
Yeah.
And it's making you second guess it.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to, like the Steve Harvey video, like you're supposed to jump. You're supposed to leave. That's where faith comes in. Yeah. You're supposed to just jump, leap, go for it. Like you have to break that cycle. And yes, it is going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be scary. Because you don't know the outcome of it. It's the unknown.
Yes. And it's exactly what you're saying, that the struggle is what births your why.
Right. So all the things that I went through, and yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. All the pain and, the dark nights and, all that. Like I was driving through my old neighborhood last week over by LAX, and I was showing her where I used to live and where I used to walk from, like for miles. And it's not even an exaggeration, like for miles.
Yeah.
And she was just like, wow, like those walks, like really built me.
You wrote a song about that.
Yeah.
The concrete
choice.
Yeah.
Concrete choices. Yeah. Oh,
I love that. Yeah, I've been listening to it, and I like that one because the title is so cool. Because I could just picture you walking, because you've mentioned that before, that you would just be walking the streets, and I think just the imagery of the concrete being so cold and hard, but then also your choices, because your life is shaped by your choices, and those are concrete. Every single choice that you make matters, and I love how you did that. The play on words with the title.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, but it was for real. Like when I was 14, is when I finally stood up to my father and my grandmother who raised me. I just knew she couldn't like raise a man. Like she was getting older, right? She was already dealing with a lot of health issues. And
Is that your dad's mom?
Mm-hmm. And I saw what my sister was putting her through, and it was just a lot. Like for me, I really believe that for me, I didn't want to put her through that. Like I grew up really fast at 14.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put her through that. I saw everything that was happening, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out there, and life is just gonna be what it is.
What'd you do? You just left?
Yeah, I just left. I just started like, so I had 3 places. Like I said, I was showing her like my areas, right? So I had 3 areas that I felt safe. One was Inglewood, one was Ladera Heights, and the other one was like Gardena. No, I'm sorry. Well, it was Gardena, but it's also Westchester. But Westchester, Gardena and Inglewood was like kind of like same. So I used to walk from Ladera Heights to Westchester by LAX to Inglewood. Dang. And to get to these places, so I would stay in one of the 3 areas. But to get there, I had to walk. I was 14, I had no car. Yeah. So I had to walk. And I would just stay at friends' houses, or some nights, like in Ladera Heights, I was staying in the apartment buildings over there. I had laundry rooms. And those people over there, they left their laundry rooms open. So I would just sleep in the laundry rooms.
Nice and warm in there.
Yeah, right on top of the dryers, yeah. For real.
Were you going to school still?
Yeah, yes and no. I stopped for a while. I was going to I had independent studies where I would go to school just on Tuesdays.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I had dropped out for a while, then I went back. But then I stopped again. It was an off and on thing. It was
Truancy wasn't so much a thing back then.
It wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
I missed a lot of school too.
But yeah, so I mean, I would just walk, and I did that for about 3 years, almost 4.
Okay, and that's when you started.
So that's when I finally I started going to Inglewood a lot, and that's where I met AMG and them, and all my good friends to this day. I had known them, but I wasn't hanging out with them a lot.
Yeah.
But after a couple of years, I just really started hanging out with them. Another one of my friends that I grew up with, he was having almost the similar issues at his house. So me and him, which is funny, we started finding empty apartment buildings to live in.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, and then we knew people that owned apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Right, our friends' parents, and so we knew what apartment buildings was empty, was vacant. I should say, not the whole building was vacant.
Just check in for a
so we would
stay.
climb through windows and sleep in apartments. One morning we almost got caught though. We normally would be out by morning, but for some reason we overslept.
Teenagers.
And all we heard was the keys rattling on the door, and we heard our friend's uncle who owned the building. He was showing the apartment, but it was super early in the morning. It was the fuck? Dude, why are you showing the apartment this early? So we hopped out the bedroom door. He never saw us. So we never got caught.
My gosh. What a journey.
So yeah, it was a journey. But those are the things that made me,
Yeah.
learning how to survive,
And you could have just been stuck in the bad part and just.
Right. I always knew that if I held on, something good was happening. Because I was around. So early on, I was, living in Gardena through, with gangs and all that. When I got to Inglewood, I started hanging around the right people. Mm-hmm. So it was my circle.
That makes a big difference.
But even Gardena, even though I was around, I'm not going to say the wrong people, because everybody over there knew I wasn't born or ready, or I didn't want that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So they actually helped me stay away from it.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's when I started really walking and just exploring LA. Mm-hmm. But then I came across, the people in Inglewood, my friends in Inglewood, and they all had big dreams to be designers and music, and all this stuff. They all have their own companies right now. So I was around the right people. Yeah. But I also knew that it was going to take time. Mm-hmm. I knew it wasn't going to be an overnight thing. At a young age, I don't know. I just was smart enough to understand that I had to find the right circle of people to be around.
Yeah. You had a lot of insight for a young person.
Yeah. So, so it was my purpose back then. And then, even growing up out of all that and through my younger adult years, going through all the pain, I think it just shaped me into who I was meant to be, my why.
Yep. And that's your other song.
This is my why.
That one's really good. And Built in the Shadows. I feel like that's what you're talking about right now, because that really talked about your struggle and overcoming that. But can I tell you my favorite?
Yes, I'm dying to hear your favorite.
I love Still Here.
Really?
That's my favorite.
Wow.
I think it has a crescendo in there, it has a lot of soul towards the end, but it talks about your struggle. And I feel like I can relate a lot to that, because it's you put your trust in the wrong people and then lost everything, but you're still here. It's very hopeful. It was very raw, and I loved it. So I could hear that on the radio for sure.
So that song, the whole playlist is from when I was 14 until now.
I know.
Right? It's
I
in
understood
order.
the assignment. I listened to it all the way through. So I get it.
Yeah, so still here was when I was having those suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. That's crazy. That's your favorite?
I love that
I
one.
like that.
I think a lot of people could relate to that.
Yeah.
That was great.
Perfect.
And then there was one, and I couldn't find it again with the lyric, but you were talking about being at all your kids' games and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's her favorite. Stronger Than a Diagnosis.
Oh my God. I was crying. I listened to that when I was crying. What's it called?
Stronger Than a Diagnosis.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her favorite song.
Yeah. It's so great.
Which I'm surprised because we actually have our own song on
She's
there.
like, that one, nah.
But no, she to be fair, she was like, besides our song, she was like, that's my favorite song.
Yes.
Which is crazy because This Is My Why is my favorite.
It's really good.
This Is My Why is my favorite. Then, which way I shouldn't have a favorite, but it is. But then, what did No Exit, Just Forward? This is my second.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
They're all good. I like it a lot.
No, I know, and she keep asking me like my favorite, and I do have my favorites that I really listen to, but every song like I can like really relate to. Obviously, it's my story, so I can relate to all of them. You know?
And it really comes through. It's a lot of the things that you say all the time, like planting seeds.
Right. Well, so it is about, finding your why, right? But then once you find it, it's what now? It's like you have to align it with your why now. Like, so your lifestyle, whoever you are, once you find your why, now you have to align it with everything that you're doing in your life.
Yep.
Right. So like for me, like now, yeah, I found my why, I found my purpose. But I'm aligning everything now, like with my work, my relationships, everything. Everything that I do now is all about me aligning that with my why. And I think that's, I don't want to say it's hard because it is hard, but it's not easy.
Well, I think it's living with intention.
Yeah.
So you can get distracted. Your body wants to reset you back to what's comfortable. And you could definitely fall back into old patterns like you're talking about in your story.
No, and
easy to fall back into old patterns.
It is. And I almost got caught up last week with a student that threw me off my game for a hot second. Yeah. And I literally had to walk away because he threw me off my game for a hot second. Yeah. It was just a trigger, right? Because we're human. And I actually went home and did some research about it. Like, me, I'm always online with ChatGPT and like, hey, why did I do this?
Right.
But like, I love doing that because it actually told me I didn't do anything wrong, that I'm human. That was a human emotion that was just triggered. And right. So it wasn't like, it didn't have any, like my response to him. Like I can see now, like in hindsight, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said what I said. Right. But it was just a human reaction. It wasn't nothing bad. Like it didn't have any aggression to it. It wasn't I didn't approach him with aggression or anything like that. It just
wasn't in alignment with
what normally I would say.
Right.
So it kind of threw me off and I had to think about it. But at the same time, I still been working on that situation. Like I've set boundaries. Like I haven't let this student back in my room yet. And I've been telling everybody like on my team, like don't let him in until he learns how to respect adults. Like, and that's okay. Yep. Like I'm probably one of the few adults. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm probably one of the few adults that don't let these kids do what they want. Yeah. Like I really set hard boundaries. Like, no, I'm old school. I don't like kids cussing around me. So if you're ever on my campus, you're gonna always hear me saying, "Hey, language." It's like stop cussing. Like I don't like it. It's very disrespectful. And most of the kids, they know this, and even though they still cuss, when they see me, they be like, "Ooh,
good.
Sorry, Mr. Mike."
Good.
Right, because I'm setting those boundaries.
Yep.
It's like, no, you're not going to do that. Not in my presence. You will do that somewhere else, but not in my presence. So I set real strict boundaries.
Good. Someone's got to do it.
No. As adults, I just feel like I don't care if you're a teacher, duty aide, whatever your title is. just as an adult, like we should not be accepting this.
No.
Like I have a real problem with that.
Yeah.
Like it's
You got to
not
teach
okay.
them to respect, because where else are they going to learn that?
Right. Yeah. It's like, I know. And a lot of them say, yeah, I cuss at home. And I'm like, okay, that's
Right.
fine. You can do that in your home.
Yep.
But you're not going to do that here.
Yep.
Like, it's not happening.
I was just talking to somebody today about kids and like raising children, and she was with her son, her grandkids, and they're out to breakfast. And I think her grandson was like 4. And she said he would like eat a French fry and he's like running around the restaurant. He's under the table. He's like messing around. And she was like, no, like you need to sit down. We're at a restaurant. And the mom was like, oh my gosh, like all, offended. Like, you can't talk to my son that way. But like, yes, somebody has to.
Right. Somebody has to be the adult.
You have to know, like you have to teach the kids, like there are times and places, like if you're at, I don't know, you're at the playground, like you can run around, but you're at a table eating, you need to sit down and have respect
Right.
for the other people in the restaurant, for the restaurant, your family.
Right. I mean, because to me, when I see these behaviors, like one, it's a reflection of of your environment.
Yeah. But I think a lot of parents they want their kids to like them. So they don't want to be seen as like disciplinarian.
Yeah, no, they do. They want the kids, they want to be the kids' friends, right? But also a lot of them think it's cute. Like they think it's cute that a little 3rd grader or 2nd grader
Said a bad word.
is talking like an adult.
Yeah.
Like, cause they like some of these kids, like I'm telling you, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, like they really do talk like adults and they're smart. Mm-hmm. So some people think, oh, that's cute because she can talk like how we talk, like seamlessly, like without no effort, like just, and it all makes sense too. Like, and it's funny, but yeah, it's not cute.
Right.
And they think it's cute.
You got to rein that in.
Yeah. Like, so I set boundaries. It is hard. But that's where the alignment is. Like we have to set those boundaries, and that's with everything that we do.
I agree.
Because once you find your why, like you have to protect that. Like you just found like the best gold in the world or something. Like I know I am. Like I protect it with everything. Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect, but I think that's where the journey is as well. It's still a journey. Like just because I found my why doesn't mean like I'm automatically fixed.
No, it's
like,
all a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey. I'm still aligning.
Now you just have a direction.
Yeah, I have a direction. I have a purpose.
You're
I have
just
a
wandering.
lane. I have a lane that I know my lane.
Right.
And even though we swerve a little bit, whatever, but I really tried my best to stay in my lane because I like my lane.
What do you think about people or interactions that you have with people and they're all telling you the same thing? Like, did a lot of people tell you should make an album?
No.
Was that something inside of you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. So when I made my first album during the pandemic, it was because I grew up in music, right? So I've always wanted to make an album.
Okay.
But I'm not a rapper. I'm not an R&B singer.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a singer, period. So how do you make that album? So what I did was during the pandemic is I made a meditation album, just all instrumentals. And it was something just like on my bucket list. Mm-hmm. So I crossed it off. I did it, put it out, did it. It wasn't even to be an artist. It wasn't to make millions of dollars, right? It was something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah.
Right. So I felt good about that. This album came once a good friend of mine, he texted me something about AI, and he was telling me how, all these producers and people are using AI to make music, right? And obviously I knew that was coming, but I just never paid attention to it.
Right.
But once he texted me this program, I jumped on it one night. I love computers. I love technology, and I love, learning new things.
Yeah,
so
you're
I
curious.
Jumped on it one night and actually made like a song, and it was so easy. It just sparked something in me, like, oh, I can finally tell my story.
It's easy for you because you've been training for this moment.
Well, yeah. I was like, I can finally like tell my story. Yeah. So I did one song, and then again, I'm a huge fan of Chat GPT. Like once you understand it and know how to use it as a tool,
Yes.
like it's amazing.
Right.
So I already have been using it for work and for like emails, letters, workshop stuff. So I was already familiar with it. So I just started like writing
Yeah.
and just asking it, well, if I did do an album, what does the album look like?
Right.
It already knew me. It knows I do a podcast. It knows I do restorative practices with elementary kids. Like it knows that I studied positive psychology.
Yeah.
So it already knew me. It knew my brand. It knew everything about me
Yes.
already. So it started spinning out all these ideas on albums. And I was just like, whoa. Like it literally wrote out my story for me. I just tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like, and on top of the idea, I inputted my bio. So I inputted my bio. I gave it like a brief summary of my life from when I was 14 to now, and it just shot out this album.
It's so cool.
I made it gave me I think 18 tracks,
Okay.
but I took a couple of them out.
Yeah.
I was like, I want it to be 14
Yes.
because I'm always talking about 14.
Right.
So I said, well, I want 14 tracks.
Yeah.
And so it combined a few of them. And then I also said, out of the 14 tracks, I have to have these songs.
Right.
So I gave it the song titles already. Like for 4 songs, I gave the song titles already. And then it gave me the rest.
That's so good.
And then it put it in that arch like of my life.
Yeah. It's very personal.
Yeah, it is. So from there, it just gave me the song titles.
Uh-huh.
So I still have to write the songs.
Right.
So I went in and I just took one song and said, okay, during this period, this was what my life was about. And it shot out the lyrics for me.
Yeah.
Put it in song format. And on every song, I think I just had to change a couple of things.
That's so cool.
But yeah, it was
great.
it was great.
I'm a
I think
fan.
it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Took me 3 months to do it.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Really?
It's not. I was actually surprised that I was able to do it that fast.
Yeah.
But that's because AI makes everything so easy now. It cuts out a lot of the hard work.
If you know how to use it.
Right. But, a lot of people, like it's funny because we was at my sister's house last week and I was letting her listen to it. And her first reaction was, you used AI? And I said, yeah. She's like, but that's cheating. I was like, how?
Yeah. How?
So then I let her listen to a song, right? I let her listen to like 3 songs. And she loved like our song,
Yeah.
Just Us.
Right.
She was like, whoa, I can actually hear that on the radio and you guys. She was like, I can actually picture this in a movie, like blah, blah, blah. Right? She was
Yeah.
like, that's actually dope. Like she was impressed.
Yes.
And I was like, so I explained the process of doing the song, how, we was at a bar, we wrote it out.
Yeah.
Then we put in AI. I told her how it took me like 25 beats to get to that one beat.
Yep.
How it given it different directions. And she was like, oh, so you actually really did
Work?
produce it and worked on it. I was like, yeah. I was like, I just didn't press one button and say, give me a beat. And and technically you can literally do that. Like you can go into this program and say, hey, give me a hip hop beat
Yeah.
from 1990, right? Early 90s. And it would shoot out a beat for you, right?
Right.
But is that beat right for me?
No.
Is it in alignment with what I'm trying to do right now? No, you got to tweak it. You got to give it prompts. You got to say, no, I don't like that. Take this out. Take this. Put this in.
And with
do it
your
like
background, you know what to ask for.
this. Right. Well, it was easy. It's like, for instance, I kind of explained how we came up on our song, Just Us, right? Like, so Kane Brown has a song called Heaven. That's our song.
Cute.
So in this AI programs, you can't use anyone else's songs, or you can't even use like the artist's name or title, anything.
Right.
Like, you can't reference any of that. So what I did was I just went into Google and I said, hey, what is Kane Brown Heaven single production music? Like what's the production type? What's the feel of the production and all that? So Google gave me this summary of what that song music production was.
Right.
I took that, plugged it into AI, but ChatGPT, remember, it already gave me the songs.
Right.
So my first initial thought was, okay, I asked ChatGPT for Just Us. I said, what does this sound like? And it does give you a description. Well, the beat should be like this. The melody should be like this, blah, blah, right? So I just took the two and blended it, and it gave me the song.
Yeah. See, like, I wouldn't know how to do that.
Right. So it was, like I was explaining to my sister, like, no, it was work. Like, I really did, like, was in there working.
Yeah.
And because it was our song, everything that I liked in the beginning, she was like, no, don't like it. I was like, that's dope. She was like, no. I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
But I actually do, I like that she did that because it did land it on the perfect beat, everything.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. But it was a couple of ones before that I was like, dang, that's kind of dope though. She was like, no.
Nope.
She was like,
no, it's not.
Yeah, she was like, no. But anyway, so yeah, I did do work. But I love it. I love that the fact that, again, I made it because it is my why. It is my brand. It is something that I didn't do to be an artist. I did it to tell my story. Like I was telling a friend of mine, because even he asked me, why did I do a music album? I was like, because I said, think about all the people that have been through things. Mm-hmm. They want to tell their story, or they want to listen to somebody else's story that actually been through something. Mm-hmm. Why not use this platform? Use this as a platform for that.
Yeah, because how beautiful is it that someone, like even me, just listening to the song, I'm like, oh my gosh, that I can relate to that too.
Right, and that's what it's for someone that I can relate to it.
And building connection.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to listen to that. Yeah. And like I said earlier, everything is connected, and that's bridging that gap even more. Right.
It's 8 billion people in the world. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I could find 1 million people that has been through something in one of those songs that can relate to it. They could be like, oh.
Yep.
That's all.
I love that. You're putting out original, creative things into the world.
It's aligning things.
Yeah.
To my brand, to my purpose, my why.
Yes.
So now, when that time comes to where I'm not here no more, I'm leaving something behind.
Yeah.
I'm leaving something behind that someone can relate to, someone can have a takeaway from.
Yes.
And hopefully save their life or add value to their life or help them in some type of way. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm doing.
That's beautiful. That's a great purpose.
So, yeah. I'm aligning, like I said, I'm aligning everything to my why. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Now it's all about promoting it.
Yeah.
Seeing what it do. So far I did. I got some good feedback. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy with everything. I haven't done no promotions yet, just besides the little social media stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for another month or so.
Okay.
And decide if I want to really push it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was asking earlier. Do you feel like that would come to you over the time? People will approach you, mm-hmm. opportunities will open up because it is in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing?
Have I thought about it? Yeah. I didn't give much thought to it because I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say, one day I'm hoping to get all these sponsorships or opportunities, because that's not why I did it, mm-hmm. right? I'm just doing it because I'm just trying to tell my story, trying to just build those connections, like you said, with people. If it happens, it happens. Great. I think that's just an extra. Okay. If it happens, obviously I won't turn nothing down. Well, I'm not gonna say I won't turn nothing down, but if a great opportunity comes along, of course I'll do it. But I've already been thinking about, okay, what's next? Yeah. I just did this album, and I actually asked it okay, what's the next album?
Right.
It actually told me that I have a trilogy.
Ooh.
Because of my brand.
We like a trilogy.
It already shot out the next 2 albums for me.
Oh, cool.
I was like, and it was something that I wasn't even thinking about. I was just like, oh wow, but I do see it. I was like,
I like that.
But do I want to do 2 more? I don't know, because honestly, I wasn't even dreaming about doing this one. It just came to me. It was like, oh, that's a great idea. I can tell my story now.
Yeah.
So it was just another tool that I use to tell my story.
I think that's part of being in the flow and finding what
Yeah.
your why is. When something just feels good in your body, it feels like, yeah, that
No.
sounds like a great idea.
And it did. It felt right?
Not to say that there's not going to be a struggle when you're doing something that you had an idea for, but it shouldn't feel terrible, right? It should feel like correct, like you're on the right track.
Yeah. And I felt that with this. I really did.
I think that's a good way to figure out which direction you're supposed to be going.
Yeah. It's just one thing on the whole album that I want to do. Do over.
What? You want to tell us?
Do I want to say?
Is it a secret?
No, it's not a secret. I wanna, which I already did like a couple of songs already. I wanna remaster it.
What does that mean?
It means like I mastered it myself, right? So like when you do a record, your producer puts it all together, it sounds right? But then you have a mastering engineer, engineer who masters it. And this is somebody, mastering is not easy. Like Dr. Dre, he can master an album. DJ Quick can master an album. Every producer can master an album. Mastering an album means taking these levels and putting them right where they're supposed to be. Like I want the drums right underneath the piano. I want your vocals right above that. Like perfectly aligning everything, just alignment, pretty much.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's making sure all the levels are where they're supposed to be.
So you want to tweak
EQs,
it a little?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I want to tweak my voice. I wasn't happy with, because I mastered it. But so what I'm doing is I just found a company that would master it for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, and I already did like 2 songs, and it came out way better.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I want to remaster the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it costs money to do that. So.
Well, you don't know what you don't know.
No, I know. But I mean,
You put it out there.
I knew it. Cause even like, so with doing the album, like I already knew that I wanted my voice on it somewhere. Right. And so when I wrote the songs, I actually wrote, spoken word parts for each song. And I knew I was going to do those parts.
Yeah.
But some of them I just didn't like, so I didn't put them on.
Okay.
So I think out of the 14 songs, I think I added my voice to, I think 8 of the songs, 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah.
And I like we went through them like before we released it, and we was like, okay, keep that one, delete that one. Like you know, she was like really picky about it. She's like,
Your
nah, I don't
producer?
like it. Yeah, my producer. Like she was like, nah, don't like it. She's like, just leave it alone. I was like, all right. So we deleted a lot of stuff, which I'm fine with, because I want it to be good, and I am happy with it now, but I know it can be better. So, and it doesn't hurt anything for me to remaster it. I could just swap out the songs like on Apple and all that.
Oh,
No one would ever know.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna swap them out.
Yeah.
I don't think the average person would even can tell.
Yeah.
It's just something that I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I hear it, because I actually listen to it every day.
Good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do.
I like that. I've been listening to it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that support.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my why.
Thank you for sharing.
This is my why. It's about moving with intentions, not noise.
That's really true.
Yeah. But you're still in your purpose. I think with everything that you're going through.
I'm in the struggle.
Yeah. But that's when you build your why.
Yeah. I went through it, I'd say a couple weeks ago also. I just got so frustrated with myself because I got upset, something knocked me off. I was feeling great. I was like very positive. I was feeling like I was in the flow, and something happened. And then I was just like in a funk. And then I was hard on myself because I'm like, I have done so much work. I'm in this psychological safety arena, like positive psychology. Why am I struggling so bad with this?
So even when like you go through something, right? Like you said, you was in a funk, but then you was hard on yourself. Isn't that part of the journey?
Is it?
Like, yeah, because like, for instance, like when I had my issue with the student, right? Like I reflected on it.
Right.
Reflection is a part of it.
Yeah.
Like you're able to catch yourself and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me reflect on this. Let me see where I made a mistake. Like, so I'm never mad. Like, obviously, yeah, we're mad at ourselves because we're like, dang, go back, took a step back, right? But I'm not mad at, I'm not mad at myself that I took a step back. I'm mad at myself. I'm not really mad at myself because I caught myself. Yeah, we get bothered and mad because we took a step back, but I also know that's part of the process. That's also part of the growth process and our journey. I know those things are going to happen. I'm more happy that I caught myself and I'm reflecting on it, opposed to being mad and not even acknowledging my part of it or what I could have done to be better, or any of that. So for me, I love the fact that I'm always catching myself. I'm always reflecting on it. And I'm always saying, okay, you know what? I could have did this. Even though yesterday was yesterday, it's gone. But just that knowledge of, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do better if I ever come across that situation again.
Yeah. And I think using the tools that we have and reaching out to people for help is, for me, I skipped a therapy session because of whatever happened. And then I talked to him about it and he just helped me like rethink the situation. I didn't have a bad reaction or anything. It was just like, I couldn't get out of like the funk of being just like upset about something that I feel like I shouldn't be upset about at this point. And it's very much like what you were talking about, living with intention, making specific decisions, concrete choices to be in alignment. And that's the part that I was missing. So he just reminded me when I'm in that loop, in that old pattern, to think of something that I want to be, like more in alignment with who I want to be. So think of a time that I felt like happy and safe and loved, and because your brain doesn't know the difference. Your body, like once you start thinking it, like you can send yourself into a full panic attack just from your own thoughts. And that's like where I was at. And so I'm like, how do I stop this looping thought? And so he just told me that, like, you just really, really harness that good feeling, something good that happened, and focus on that, because then you can switch it in your body and feel more positive.
Something good that happened in the moment? Is that what you're saying?
Something good that happened at any time.
Okay.
So one of the things that we talked about, like, I have been like uprooted, like everything has changed in my life. So, like safety and love, like, is something that I feel out of control. That is like, I don't feel that. So then he's like, what do you think when you think of love and safety? I'm like, I think of my children and my house and like beautiful things inside my house. And he was like, okay, so think of a time like when everybody was there and you felt that love and you felt safe. And he's like, be in that moment and think of that. And that's how you can switch the channel in your brain to get out of that looping thought.
Right. We did an exercise on that.
I know. And that's why I get so frustrated, because I'm like, I know better.
Yeah. I forgot what the exercise was, but I do remember in our course we did exercise.
I know. And that's why I get so frustrated, because it's like, man, even though we have the tools and we know better, it's so easy to fall back into those old patterns.
It is.
But you're right. Seeing it and recognizing it and naming it, like that's a big step.
No, it is.
Because then you can overcome it.
Right. But even like, this is what, I think towards the end of the course, I was talking to a couple of our classmates about how, we had that big book, right? Yep. Like, there's no way like we was going to learn that book from front to the end, right? From front to back.
We just stuck our toe in.
Right. Like we really did. Even though it was a 9-month course, like it was a lot of information.
Yeah.
So for me, this is why, like, I'm constantly looking at the book every now and then.
Me too.
Right. Or even like when something happens, it's like, oh, I remember that. Like, I think that's what it's for. Yeah. Like, we're supposed to like recognize it. Like, I don't think we were built to like just know all this stuff and do all the right things all the time. Like, then where's the growth in that? Like, where's the lessons learned?
Literally.
Right. So yeah, they was there. We have the book, we have all the knowledge, but when we go through things, that's when we stop, pause, reflect, and think about it, and then that's when we're going through it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I do.
That's good. And also, my consciousness coach gave me a tip to reframe my thoughts, because I get so upset. Like, why is this happening? You know, we've talked about that before. Like, you were in that too. Like, why is this happening to me? And so he gave me the analogy of Spider-Man. And I've really been thinking about this so much lately. It's helped me a lot. So he's like, okay, so like Peter Parker gets bit by a spider. He didn't ask for that. And then he has a very hard time. He's very sick.
Yeah.
His whole body is changing. It's very painful. Like, it's a big metamorphosis that he's going through. And then he's given all these tools, and then he learns how to use the tools, and he's a superhero. Or he could have been like, why did this happen to me? I'm a freak. And then just went to a mental institution.
Oh yeah.
So you have to make that choice to use your tools to be a superhero. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to be like Spider-Man.
Abraham Hicks taught us that life isn't doing anything to you.
Yeah.
It's doing it for you.
Right. But it's your mindset, because Peter Parker could have been like, that happened to me, and now I have this terrible thing that happened to me, and spider webs are coming out of my hands, and when I can, every time I touch something, it's stuck to me.
Right.
You know, but he used that and he became a better person.
Right.
And that's the whole point. Like you were saying, your purpose is in the struggle.
It is.
And you gotta get on track with that.
Right. So even now, when I go through struggles, or I'm having a bad day, I mean, yeah, it still sucks, right? Because we're still human. We still have natural feelings. But I do reflect on things. I do reflect, and I do try to say, okay, what does this mean? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah.
So it helps me. It does. It helps me. It helps me align things that where my why is. It really does.
The reflection.
The reflection part, yeah. Helps me get back, like stay in my lane. Helps me stay in my lane. That I'm where I'm aligning.
Yep. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're working on it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So coming to the end here. If you don't know your why, life will choose one for you, and it won't be kind. Your purpose isn't something you find. It's something you build by staying true when quitting feels easier. Your why doesn't need approval. It needs commitment. Before we close, I want you to sit with this question. What keeps pulling at you, even when you're tired? That's not random. That's your why trying to wake you up. This is my why isn't just my story. It's an invitation to reflect, to heal, to move with purpose. If this episode spoke to you, don't just listen, apply it. And if the album connects with you, you know this, your why matters just as much as mine. This is One Life Podcast, One Life, One Purpose, One Why. Until next time, we are out of here.